All 4 games have been decided by 1 goal. 3 of those games have gone into overtime. It's been physical. It's been dramatic. The one thing it hasn't been is predictable. Terry Crystal, I got to tell you, talking to some of the members of the Dallas Cowboys, this story really hit home with them. You know, hanging out with the guys today, I really got the sense that all the NFL players are part of one big family. I've thought of a great way to end this segment was to show you a wide shot of the ballpark in Arlington. There really is something magical about an empty baseball stadium. Baseball fans, the season is officially here. And a repeat performance this Sunday will start to put the focus back on his driving instead of his legacy. At the Texas Motor Speedway, I'm Mike Rodgers, WB33 Sports. So as Darren takes over as the club's 15th manager in franchise history, his opportunity to turn this thing around will last until the end of the season. If he's not successful, expect the 16th to be in this dugout next year. I'm Mike Rodgers. Coming up in sports, Lone Star Park has its All-Star Weekend. Meet some of the greatest jockeys of all time in tonight's 2-minute drill. And
hi, this is Elizabeth. Coming up in sports, Mike Rodgers with the Lakers game.
That's right, Liz. More on the Mavs and Lakers game coming up in sports. All right, guys, here it is. We've been talking about it all week. This is the official Philadelphia cheesesteak. Just look at the grease and the cheese and the onions. And that's the whiz. Cheese whiz. They don't have this yet in Dallas, but Pistachios, this is what I'm talking about. It's all about the cheese whiz, guys. I had a blast this weekend in Philadelphia.
You better make sure you bring back a couple of those, fat-free, of course, all right?
Sure, Bob, no problem. Finally, last but certainly not least, the first ever Media Bowl. TV guys versus newspaper guys. Daryl Johnston throws the print team a curve. Moose and I have been working on this play in practice. It's the Music City Miracle. A 60-yard return just charged up the media offense, and I just missed a touchdown. It's killing me, by the way. In the end, the TV guys win. 18-12 was the final. And Dave, you're probably lucky you went home a little early, because I bet you there's going to be a lot of sore sportscasters out here on the field tomorrow afternoon. So you're lucky you're home tonight, and you're not going to be sore at least. And you know, I got a feeling that this Sunday, that play will probably make the Chromies.
Yeah, especially since they pulled your flag, for crying out loud. We thought you were fast. You've been bragging about it all week.
Hey, a 60-yard return, Chrome. I would like to see you do that.
Nah, no chance. I'm a lineman, remember? Blocking, yeah. All right, Mikey.
Okay.
Good job out there, buddy.
One look around NBA All-Star Weekend, and it's clear there's a lot of money to be made in the shoe business. So I decided it's about time I make some with the hottest slogan since Just Do It. My new slogan is, that's not why I bought these shoes. You think it's going to be huge?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very huge. And we're going to sell to the ad guys. It's going to be very nice.
You think it's a line that you're going to use on SportsCenter one night?
That's not why I bought these shoes. It depends. If somebody has a really jacked up play, they like kick the ball away and stumble, yeah, that's not why I bought these shoes.
I think it's going to do well overseas, brother. Overseas, places like Guam, places like, it's going to fly right off the shelves.
Huh, the overseas market, that's not a bad idea.
Ce n'est pas la raison pour laquelle j'ai acheté cette chaussure.
To nije razlog zašto sam kupio ove patike.
Can I get the English version?
That's not the way, that's not the reason I bought those shoes.
Das ist nicht, warum ich die Schuhe gekauft habe. Doesn't really make sense.
Okay, Dirk, well, what if some NBA superstars became my pitchmen? Tracy McGrady, you just won the NBA Finals.
That's not why I bought these shoes.
It sounds good, though. I'm not a very good actor, so I probably couldn't sell it. But you, one more time.
That's not why I bought these shoes. At the All-Star Weekend, I'm Mike Rodgers, WB33 Sports.
Oh, that's ugly.
For Geoff and Cheri Grant, they've got more than a home court advantage. They've got the entire court. What was once your typical Fort Worth backyard has now been turned into their own field of dreams.
Whoa.
Everybody said you're nuts. There's no way in this heat and everything that you could do it. And you don't tell that to Geoff. So we just did it, and it turned out really well.
20 tons of sand makes everything very level, and so that's really all they took. And I would have built a little higher than most people. But
so when the Grants moved into their new Texas home and brought 20 tons of sand with them, were the neighbors thinking, there goes the neighborhood?
I kind of had a feeling there when they started painting their house green and like a country club, so I figured something was going to happen over here. And then they started doing a lot of work on their yard, so I figured they were big tennis nuts, and sure enough, they put this in.
Wimbledon West is one of the nicknames for the Grants' home. While Geoff is very active in competing in national senior tournaments, he plays on several grass surface competitions throughout the year. Finding a place to practice on grass used to be a problem.
we put it in last year and started to practice. And I think that's one of the reasons I did so well. I mean, the second round I played the guy that was world champion 2 years ago, and beat him mostly because I'd had practice on grass and he hadn't.
Part of Geoff's success in grass competitions has to be credited to his wife. Cheri's not only his main tennis partner, but she's also taken on the responsibility of head groundskeeper.
I like it. I like working out in the heat. It's fun. It's good exercise, and you're creating something, which I like to do. I like to be creative.
You know, Cheri, this court really does remind me of Wimbledon. Not only is it grass, but when I hit one out of bounds, there's somebody there to retrieve it. In Fort Worth, I'm Mike Rodgers, WB33 Sports. After recovering from stage 4 breast cancer, Susie Reichley is now an inspiration to women in and out of bowling. It's been 13 years since her life was drastically changed, but today the 55-year-old Richardson native is a sign of good health, and she sends a positive message to cancer victims hoping to follow in her shoes.
As much as the doctors want to help us, they haven't been there. They don't know what we're feeling, and I think one of the biggest messages I send, it's okay to question it. It's okay to have bad days. You're going to have them, but we can survive it, and I think a positive mental attitude is a whole lot of it.
While her strike against the disease has gone into remission, her fight to raise money for the cure has just begun. In February, Reichley and the Dallas Women's Bowling Association raised over $16,000 in the first ever Dallas Bowl for the Cure.
It's wonderful because it's not often in life that maybe you get to give back. I've fortunately had good doctors. My life was saved, and hopefully we can eradicate this disease by raising money. And next February 1st, we're going to start doing the same thing, so I encourage people to contact us, come bowl with us, or make a donation.
Now in her 32nd year as a professional, Susie admits her game is not where it once was, but that's okay. Coming to the lanes and competing at this level is still one of the greatest joys in her life.
It's fun to be out here and be able to compete, and as I said, I'm fortunate that I still can be active, so every now and then I'll come out and play with them.
After being inducted into the WIBC Hall of Fame, her younger opponents have a lot to learn from Susie. In Fort Worth, I'm Mike Rodgers, WB33 Sports.
And now, sports with Mike Rodgers.
The Dallas Cowboys picked up an extra day to prepare for their season opener against the Bucs this weekend. For rookie quarterback Quincy Carter, he's going to need all the days he can get. If everybody wants Carter to be more like Troy Aikman, you might want to think again. If you remember, Troy started out his Cowboys career going 0-11. Quincy thinks that this year he will top that. But what about taking over as quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys? This is America's team. We all know the expectations are high. So when will the rookies start to feel the butterflies?
Okay, do you want me to feel the pressure? That's what y'all want me to do. I can't look at it that way. I mean, I know the implications. I know all about Troy and what he didn't accomplish his rookie season, but at the same time, before Troy left here, he accomplished a whole lot. So, you know, I just got to play football and work hard every day, and it'll, I guess, carry over on Sunday.
When you have butterflies, I mean, heck, you probably had butterflies your first day at the job where you at. You know, not knowing what to expect, and then walking in the locker room, not knowing how the player's going to treat you or receive you, and all those things. So, you know, it's just the same. It's just happened to be a football. That's it.
Come on, Emmitt, I always get butterflies, especially when I'm talking to number 22. You know, with so many changes from last year's team, the veterans on this club are probably starting to feel a little out of place. New faces and new attitudes, and the difference is noticed on the field and even in the locker room.
Does it just feel different in this locker room right now for you guys? I mean,
no, you hear all the noise? When we're an older team, I think everybody's more relaxed. But you know, we got a lot of young guys with a lot of energy. Just hopefully they can transfer that energy from here out into the field.
We hope. Speaking of the regular season, you might want to highlight the Cowboys-Redskins game on October 15th. That game will be the last time Cowboys fans will get to see legendary quarterback Darryl Green. The 7-time Pro Bowler is expected to announce his retirement plans on Tuesday. His final season with the Skins, get this, it will be his 18th year in the NFL. To baseball now, the Seattle Mariners have a chance to clinch the AL West with a win tonight. As far as the Rangers go, they have the night off. For catcher Ivan Rodriguez, he might have the rest of the year off. Pudge is out indefinitely. He had an MRI in his left knee this afternoon in Arlington. There is one Texas team that has playoff hopes. Talking about the Houston Astros, a 4-game lead over the Cubs going into today. This afternoon in Cincinnati, they were beat on a Calvin Pickering single. That made it a 3-2 game. His first major league hit with Cincy was a game winner. And that means the Cubs have a chance to pick up a game with a win over the Fish. Michael Tucker with his 11th crank of the season, and that was really all they needed. Augie Ojeda added some insurance in the 7th with this RBI triple, and the Cubbies, they're hanging tough. 10-2 winners today over Florida. Well, Sammy Sosa did not homer. He stuck on 53. How about Gonzo? He got the night off, so he stays at 51, and that leaves Barry Bonds. And what do you think? Rockies and Giants, and Bonds continues his monster year. That's number 58. With a month left to go, it's safe to say that he's got a shot. With just 12 away from tying the record, Bonds is right in the chase. Despite the homer, the Giants fell to the Rockies. 4-1 was the final. But here's all you need to know about the U.S. Open in about 20 seconds. Capriati won, Kim Clijsters won. On the men's side, Andre Agassi, he won too. But the most exciting match of the afternoon came by Pete Sampras. Give the camera some lovin', Petey. He defeats Patrick Rafter, and that sets up the Agassi-Sampras quarterfinal showdown. It should be a good one. Finally, the American Airlines Center opened up their doors and let Stars fans skate for free. A free skate, come on. It looks like only 5 people showed up, but if you missed it, you have a shot tomorrow between noon and 4 and 7 and 10. For the ones who did show, testing out the ice before the Stars did certainly was a thrill.
And to be able to skate on the same ice as them was just amazing, so I couldn't pass the opportunity to save my soul.
It's really it's awesome, man. It's flat and no holes in it or anything.
And a lot of money on it, so no holes is a really good person.
And it's cold,
And
too.
it's cold.
Yeah, it's another important
Did they just
thing.
not get the word out? Did they?
Maybe people don't have ice skates. I know you have to bring your own skates. So I don't know anyone in Texas that has skates except for the hockey players. So go out, get your skates, and it's a cheap date, if anything, right?
Sorry, I missed that.
That was an excited 5 people.
That's right.